Aloha, it's Kim Julen with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here doing your weekly angel forecast for the week of June 15th. So today, if you watched my video a little while ago about how I choose cards, this is the card deck that I'm using. So this is a card deck that's new to me. A friend of mine gave it to me. And it is, let's see, it's the Sacred Rebels Oracle Guidance for Living a Unique and Authentic Life. It's by Alana Fairchild, and then artwork by Autumn Sky Morrison. So this is the deck that I'm going to be using today. And again, this is the very first time that I've used this deck. So I'm not familiar with the what is in these decks, so I am going to consult the book a bit about that. Sometimes it just takes me a little bit to get familiar with the cards, and I do also get other guidance and information that comes in when I'm just looking at the cards and just in general, right? So I'll get a lot of the information even without looking at this, but I'm going to share some of that with you as well. So your theme for this week is divining for light. Divining for light. These cards are pretty. And it's an 11. So that 11 number is significant as well. And I'll tell you what the angel number is for that. The 11, and of course multiple numbers in general are always positive. This particular one, the number 11, is about staying positive. Your thoughts are materializing rapidly, so you want to ensure positive outcomes by focusing only on the good within yourself, others, and this situation. So that's what the 11 says. Divining for the light. When I think about divining for the light, it feels to me like gathering guidance to bring more light. So it's sort of this energy of connecting with the divine to essentially allow that light to pass through you. So let's see what it says here. How brave you are, right? You are divining for light. So sometimes it's not so simple to seek light, right? You can seek it in the heavenly and the good stuff, but it's hard to seek the light in some more difficult, challenging, or heavier times, right? So looking for the light in the dark is more of an advanced task, and it does require some courage and some bravery, right? So you maybe are not doing this by choice, right? And maybe you're like, what did I sign up for? Why did I sign up for this? So that can be part of it as well. And it's okay to, I definitely do give my guides some pushback on some things, like, and even ask myself, like, WTF was I thinking? So I do sometimes give that pushback, but in our soul, we know that that's what we're called or guided to do, right? So this is about essentially you being called into darkness through life circumstances, situations, relationship challenges, inner or outer struggles that you're having trouble understanding, or they're not super clear. So the darkness can be simple, like a creative block. It can be a sense of void, or feeling lonely or depressed. Fearful, angry, all of those different things, even anxious, can be a part of the darkness. And you might not know the cause, right? You might not know why you're feeling that way. Sometimes we take things on from the conscious collective. However, you don't need to know the reason. You don't need to know the reason to accept what is, and then look for the light. So this is similar actually to last week a little bit, where we were talking about contrast equals clarity, right? So when you're divining for the light, you've got to be willing to see the darkness, to understand that it has a purpose, like winter does, right? And that it's not an error, that there's nothing wrong with the darkness. And it's acceptance, right? It's saying yes to that. And as you do that, the healing process will help you with your inner work, right? And so this is about doing some inner work. I'm not going to go into, there's like pages and pages of stuff here. Um, uh, yeah, and it is about calling in the unconditional love, right? So that's a piece of it. That's a part of it. Okay, so let's see what else we've got coming in here. Inner trust. So the inner trust is, as it mentions, about not seeking answers outside yourself, like trusting your inner guidance. You've got to be able to be clear to be able to hear it, right? But this is encouraging you to trust yourself, right? And it's okay to ask for confirmation. I do that even. I use my trusty pendulum a lot of times to confirm things. And so it's okay to do that, to ask for confirmation. But to fully, to ignore what you're getting inside doesn't work out well, right? So trust that the guidance that you're receiving is going to be your path or what you're meant to be doing. Then we have after the storm. So we've got an owl. And owls, of course, are about omens and signs and wisdom and all of that good, juicy things. And after the storm is where you find clarity. So after the storm, you're able to see things more clearly. So after you sort of get through this dark period, you're going to be able to see things more clearly. You're going to have an ability to see kind of what the signs were that you might have been receiving before that came up, and what the learning is in it for you, right? What's the learning for you? Okay. And then we have spirals of manifestation. Ooh, I like this one a lot. This was a number 18. And isn't that a beautiful card? Spirals of manifestation. So when we think about creating something in our life, it's not usually just cut and dry, like you think of it and then boom, there it is. There's usually this process of getting into the feeling place of it, of noticing, being witness to the things that are similar to it that you're wanting to draw in. So if you're, for instance, wanting to draw in a partnership, it is helpful to notice and appreciate other partners that you enjoy, other partners that have a great relationship. Even just noticing a couple walking on the beach holding hands, right? That can be an appreciation of it. So there's sort of this spiral energy as you're manifesting. It's pulling in the feelings, focusing on what it is that you want, right? And getting clarity again through that contrast. Okay, if you don't want that in a partner, what is it that you do want, right? So looking at that piece of things. So that's your guidance for navigating this week with a little bit more ease and grace. If you enjoy this, I think you would love my angel message circle, because that's where I answer your personal questions. You can join through Patreon. There's going to be a little P that pops up over here in the corner. Join through Patreon. And honestly, I'm not sure if it's this corner or that corner. Not really sure. All of a sudden, I'm doing things on Zoom. I feel like it's in a different spot. Maybe because of the way that I have the setup with the mirror or whatever. Anyway, it's going to be in one of these corners over here, the P for Patreon, and you can join me over there, or I'll have links below to the next angel message circle if you want to just join for one of them. You do get your personal question answered within that group setting. And then also, if you love this channel, make sure to click on the subscribe button, as well as the bell, so that you get notified when I post new videos. Every week I do a forecast for you for the week, and I also do Feng Shui Fridays, which are quick actionable items that you can do to help balance the energy in your home. So much love and light and aloha.